My husband has been going to grief support for 3 years. His mother died before we met. The schedule I found in his jacket listed it as a group for parents who've lost a child. Owen and I have been married 6 years. He carries things quietly, never dramatically, never with explanation. He lost his mother before we met, and I'd always read his stillness as a man who'd learned to move through loss. Thursday nights he left at 7 and came back steadier. I made dinner. I thought I understood the shape of what he was doing. I didn't ask once. He mentioned the group once in 2019, said it helped to sit with people who understood something specific. I asked if it was grief-related. He said yes. I didn't push. In 4 years, he'd never described a person in the room or a thing said. I thought it was his way. Some people process alone even in groups. I never connected his silence to the kind of grief listed on that schedule. The schedule fell out when I grabbed his jacket, a folded half sheet the kind churches print. The header said Candlelight Support Network. Underneath, for those who have experienced the loss of a child. I set it on the counter. Owen had no children before me. We'd had a miscarriage in 2020, 9 weeks. I'd cried for months. He held me through all of it. I thought we were starting from the same place. I went back through 4 years of Thursdays. He'd started going in 2019, before our miscarriage. He'd been in a child loss group before we'd ever lost one. I sat with that a long time. Then I thought about 2018, the year before we met. He'd moved from Pittsburgh after what he called a hard year. I'd asked once. He said it was something he wasn't ready to name. I let it go. I found a Pittsburgh address in a box in his closet, packed from the move, never sorted. Medical paperwork for a child named Eli, born January 2018. Owen listed as father. A NICU admission. A discharge record 3 weeks later. Eli had lived 22 days. I sat on the floor. I'd been married 6 years to a man who had a son for 22 days and had never once said his name to me. I didn't move the box, made dinner. Owen came home and kissed me on the cheek. I watched him eat and thought about a boy in Pittsburgh. Watched him load the dishwasher and thought about a room that had known his son's name before I did. I asked how his meeting was. He said fine. He poured water and asked about my day. I answered normally. I was nowhere near that kitchen. I asked on a Sunday and put the paperwork on the table. Owen looked at it, then at me. He said Eli's name out loud. First time I'd heard it. He'd been 29. Sarah was the mother. He was there for the birth and 3 weeks after. Eli died. Sarah left. He had no one to grieve with and found the group 6 months later. He said, I didn't know how to tell you. He said he didn't know how to use the word son when Eli had lived 22 days. Like the grief was too brief to say out loud. I asked about our miscarriage, whether the hospital had felt different because of what he'd already lost. He looked at the window, said yes. Every word the doctor said had landed on both losses at once. He'd been grieving 2 children while I knew about 1. The Thursday group had known about our miscarriage before I told my own mother. He'd shared it 2 weeks after. I sat with that a long time. Then I said, take me sometime. He looked up like he hadn't expected it. We went the following Thursday. I didn't say much, but I knew Eli's name.